Welcome back, everyone. I decided to copy a bunch of other people on YouTube and start this semi-series of three stocks I bought recently. Now, with me, I don't know how serially you can expect this because there's some extended periods of time where I don't really buy anything, and then other times where I do a lot. It kind of depends. So for today, three stocks I bought recently. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate here from some casual observer or something, but one stock that I'm buying recently is Arc Coal. The way I look at it, the world still needs steel and still needs metallurgical coal. Maybe eventually they figure out a way of how to make steel without met coal, but for now, met coal demand is growing, and at today's prices, at the prices that producers are receiving, the supply is more likely to go down than up. So, on one hand, the price needs to go higher. On another hand, Art Coal is, I believe, in a position where it can weather the storm quite effectively. The balance sheet is sound, and they are able to grow through this period. They are increasing production via Lear South. That being said, I did buy, and I wrote an article or I wrote a blog post the day I bought it. But this isn't something that I'm going to chase because ESG and all the storm that's going on right now in the market and the whole hate for anything that produces carbon. I have many thoughts on that, but not here. My point is that this isn't a rush to buy. It's cheap, yes, but the market sees it, and it's not, I don't think it's suddenly going to get over it. That being said, it's really cheap, and I'm comfortable holding. And if it goes down more, I might buy more. But at this point, it's not something you need to chase. Well, not something I need to chase. Stock number two that I've been buying recently is Dinah Core Gold Mines. And I believe that this is just a very niche and misunderstood company. And looking fundamentally, especially considering that it's a gold company, I view it as very cheap. It has a high free cash flow yield, a relatively high dividend. I mean, not as high as some of the other big dividends out there, but 3.5% for a gold stock is pretty good. They're buying back shares, which means the longer they stay at this cheap price, the more that effect compounds the future value. So I really like that. And they're growing. They're not only growing production at their current assets, but they're working towards uh, partnering up for a second asset. So in that way, there's decent organic and semi-inorganic growth. Plus, they have a secondary asset with potential. It has potential. I won't trumpet what it's going to be because honestly, until we drill, we can't know. But it's enough upside that I'm willing to definitely stick around at these prices, at this cash flow yield, and see what they have. And the third stock that I have bought recently and may continue to keep buying if it hopefully is Global Atomic. And I view Global Atomic as something that is cheap relative to its peers, which are also cheap relative to if the uranium thesis goes even moderately as I am hoping or and thinking. Now, Global Atomic in particular checks a whole lot of boxes, and I'm not going to go through all of the boxes here, but realistically, there's dozens of minute different details in how the uranium thesis can play out. And Global Atomic fits well with a lot of those. Now, obviously, it can't do everything and it's not perfect. And there's a lot of fine options out there for uranium, but I view this as the most compelling, and I honestly believe that the pricing of this one is one of the sillier things on the market that I've seen if the uranium thesis goes the way I think. And that's all for today's 3 stocks that I bought recently video, because these are the three of the 4 that I bought most recently. The fourth I'm not going to go into because someone brought it up to me privately and I thought it was a good idea, and I know they're still buying, so I'm not going to talk about it publicly and make their life more difficult. So with that, I will wish everyone a great day and see you next time.